Hello, dear students. Welcome to my Odia Classes. ଆଜିର କ୍ଲାସକୁ ତୁମମାନଙ୍କୁ ସ୍ୱାଗତ। ଆଜିର ଏହି କ୍ଲାସରେ ଆମେ ଡେଫିନେସନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ବିଜନେସ୍ ବିଷୟରେ ପଢ଼ିବା। ହ୍ୟାଲୋ। ଡେଫିନେସନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ବିଜନେସ୍ ପଢ଼ିବା। ତ ବିଜନେସ୍ ଯେଉଁ ୱାର୍ଡଟା ପ୍ରଥମେ ଜାଣିବା କେଉଁଠୁ ଆସିଛି। ଗୋଟେ ୱାର୍ଡ ତୁମେ ଜାଣିଥିବ ବିଜି। ବିଜି ମାନେ କ'ଣ? ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ। ଏଇ ବିଜିରୁ ଆସିଛି ବିଜନେସ୍। ତୁମେ କହ ବିଜି। So what business literally means state of being busy. Every human being is busy with some kind of work. In order to earn a living, ନିଜର ଜୀବିକାକୁ ବଞ୍ଚିବା ପାଇଁ ଯାହାର କିଛି କାମ କରେ। These work are called economic activity or occupation. Business is an occupation which goods and services are exchanged for money or money's worth on expectation of profit. In the broader sense of the term, business is the sum total of economic activity which start right from the production of goods and services down to the task of taking them to the consumer. It includes all those activities which are related with the production, purchase and sale or exchange of goods and services with the aim of earning profit. A factory, a shop, a transport company, an insurance company, bank, warehouse, advertising agency are examples of business organization. एगुड़ाक बिजनेस एंटरप्राइज, warehouse, a bank, a company, insurance company, transport company, advertising agency. So these works are called economic activity or occupation. Business is an occupation which goods or services are exchanged. Okay? ଏହା ହେଉଛି ଗୋଟେ ଧନ୍ଦା ଯାହାକି ଗୁଡ୍ସ ଆଣ୍ଡ ସର୍ଭିସେସ୍ ଏକ୍ସଚେଞ୍ଜ କରାଯାଉଛି ଅନ୍ ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟେସନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ପ୍ରଫିଟ୍। ଅନ୍ ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟେସନ୍ ଅଫ୍ ପ୍ରଫିଟ୍। ପ୍ରଫିଟ୍ ଏକ୍ସପେକ୍ଟେସନ୍ କରି ଯାହା ଗୁଡ୍ସ ଆଉ ସର୍ଭିସ୍ ଏକ୍ସଚେଞ୍ଜ କରାଯାଉଛି ମନିସ୍ ଓର୍ଥରେ, ତାହା ହେଉଛି ବିଜନେସ୍। Different authors have different business differently from time to time. Some important definition of business are as follows. According to L.H. Henry, business may be defined as a human activity directed towards producing or acquiring wealth through buying and selling of goods. Goods କିଣା ଓ ବିକା ଦ୍ୱାରା ଆମର ଯେଉଁ ମଣିଷ କାମ କରେ, କାମ କରି କ'ଣ ଅର୍ଜନ କରେ? ୱେଲ୍ଥ ଅର୍ଜନ କରେ, ଧନ। through buying and selling of goods. ସେଲିଂ ଆଣ୍ଡ ବାଇଂ କରି ଯେଉଁ ଧନ ଅର୍ଜନ କରେ ତାହା ହେଉଛି ବିଜନେସ୍। According to W.R. Sperigel, all of the activities included in the production and sale of goods and services may be classified as business activity. ତାକୁ ବିଜନେସ୍ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ବୋଲି କହିବା। According to L.R. Dixie, business is a form of activity pursued primarily with the object of earning profit for the benefit of those on whose behalf the activity is conducted. ବୁଝିଗଲା? ତ ବିଜନେସ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଏ ଫର୍ମ ଅଫ୍ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି। ଏଇଟା ହେଉଛି ଗୋଟେ କାମଟେ ପର୍ସ୍ୟୁ ପ୍ରାଇମେରିଲି ୱିଥ୍ ଦ ଅବଜେକ୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ earning profit। यार मुख्य प्राइमरी ऑब्जेक्टिव है अर्निंग प्रॉफिट। प्रॉफिट नथिले कौनसी प्रकार बिजनेस चली परिबो नाही। एटा होची प्राइमरी ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ ए बिजनेस इज फोकस ऑन प्रॉफिट बाय अर्निंग प्रॉफिट। For the benefit of those on whose behalf the activity is conducted, from the above definition, it is clear that the term business includes all those activities that are related to production and distribution of goods and services with a view to earning profit. It also includes all those activities which indirectly help in production and exchange of goods, such as transport, insurance, conservation, insurance, banking, warehousing. ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ହେଉଛି କ'ଣ ଆମର ଇକୋନୋମିକ୍ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି ବା ବିଜନେସ୍। ବିଜନେସ୍ର କ୍ୟାରେକ୍ଟରିଷ୍ଟିକ୍ କ'ଣ କ'ଣ ଗୁଣ ରହିଛି ଦେଖ। ବିଜନେସ୍ର ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ଫିଚର ହେଲା ଗୋଟେ ଏଣ୍ଟରପ୍ରେନ୍ୟୁରାଲ ଆକ୍ଟିଭିଟି। ଏଭ୍ରି ବିଜନେସ୍ ମ୍ୟାନ୍ ସେଟ୍ ଅପ୍ ଏ ବିଜନେସ୍, ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରତିଷ୍ଠା କରିଥାଏ ବିଜନେସ୍, must initially be an entrepreneur endeavor, and for this there must be become someone to take the responsibility। जे कि जने बिजनेसमैन एंटरप्रेन्योर हवा दरकार। बिजनेस एंटरप्रेन्योर एका मीनिंग बुझ पारछो तो मस्ट बी टेक रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज, यार दायित्वबद्धता रहउथिबो। The person who takes the responsibility to establish a business is an entrepreneur। The person who takes responsibility of a business known as entrepreneur। He is also a person who creates a new business, in the face of risks and uncertainty। Such a person is also called a businessman। ताको businessman कहबा। अच्छा तापर जानिबा इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी। तुम जानिचो एवरी बिजनेस इज इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी। Business includes only economic activity। It is concerned with all activities from production to distribution of goods। जोटा कि production to distribution of goods and services with the object of earning profit। प्रॉफिट कमाया पाई कौन करिया पड़ियो? प्रोडक्शन ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज ऑल एक्टिविटी करिया को पड़ियो। एनी एक्टिविटी विदाउट प्रॉफिट मोटिव कैन नॉट फॉर्म ए बिजनेस। जदि एडिक्वेट प्रॉफिट मिलिबनी गोटे बिजनेस रो ताले सेही कोन मिलिबनी ताले बिजनेस टा सक्सेस हे परिबो नाही। डीलिंग इन गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज, निश्चित भाव डील करिया पड़ियो गुड्स और सर्विसेज को। जे तुम बिजनेस करछो कोन करि पड़िबो ना बिजनेस डील्स इन गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज। बिजनेस टा गुड्स और सर्विसेज को डील करछि हाँ नहीं। गुड्स मे बी कंज्यूमर गुड्स और प्रोड्यूसर्स गुड्स। कंज्यूमर गुड गोटे अछि, प्रोड्यूसर्स गुड गोटे अछि। द कंज्यूमर गुड्स आर मेंट फॉर डायरेक्ट कंजम्पशन। कंज्यूमर किनि के आइला दुकान रो सेटा डायरेक्ट कंजम्पशन, लाइक क्लॉथ, शूज, फूड्स, लो हाँ टूथब्रश, टूथपेस्ट एगुड़ा सब। ओके The production goes and used for further production of goods like machinery, tools, building, raw material। The term services refers to intangible and invisible items such as transportation, insurance, banking, supply of electricity। एगुड़ाक अछि। रेगुलेटरी डीलिंग्स माने प्रतिदिन ताको काम करिया पड़िबो बिजनेसमैन को। बिजनेस इज कंसर्न विथ डीलिंग इन गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज इफ ए रेगुलर बेसिस। An isolated transaction cannot constitute business। असाधु transaction। For example, if a person sells all the if the person sell his used motor car and earns profit, he is not engaged in business ମାନେ ସେ କହିଲା ଜଣେ ଦୋକାନ ପାଖରେ ବା ଜଣେ ବ୍ୟକ୍ତି ପାଖରେ ଦୁଇଟା ମୋଟର ସାଇକେଲ ଅଛି। ସେ କହିଲା 15 ବର୍ଷ ପଳେଇଲାଣି ଆମେ ବିକିଦେବା, କଳଙ୍କି ଲାଗି ଆସିଲାନି। ତେଣୁକରି କ'ଣ କଲା, ସେ ଜଣକୁ ପ୍ରଫିଟ୍ରେ ବିକିଦେଲା। ତାହେଲେ ସେ କ'ଣ ବିଜନେସ୍ କଲା ସେଠି କୁହାଯିବ ନା। ସବୁଦିନ ଯେଉଁଟା ବିକା କିଣା ହେଉଛି, ଥରେ ଅଧେ କିଏ କିଣିଦେଲେ କାହାଠୁ ସେଇଟାକୁ ବିଜନେସ୍ କୁହାଯିବନି। ଏଇଟା କ'ଣ ଆମର motor car earning profit. He is not engaged in business but exchange of himself in buying and selling motor cars. Sale or exchange of value. Say ପୁଣି କହିଲା business involves sales, exchange of goods and services for value. Production or purchase for personal consumption of presenting to other as gifts of at free of charge cannot come under business. Element of risk and uncertainty. Business involves an element of risk. निश्चिंत risk ରହିବ. Generally, the greater the degree of risk larger. जे ସବୁଠାରୁ greater ସେ ସବୁଠାରୁ larger. If larger the scope of profit business, the risks and uncertainty arise due to variety of factors ଯୋଗୁ like changes in technology, changes in taste and performance of customer, supply of capital and raw material, government policy and natural resources. Creation of utility. Business creates utility, उपयोगिता सृष्टि करे, to facilitate the use of goods and services to the needs of the customers. It adds time, place and form utilities to production of goods. For example, storing goods and supplying them according to the need of commerce. ମାନେ ଷ୍ଟୋର କରିକି ରଖିବା, ଆପ୍ଲାଏ କରିବା according to the need of commerce. Need of customer creates time utility. Transport goods from one place to another leads to place utilities and converting raw materials into finished product from utilities. Organization କ'ଣ ନା, organization is essential for smooth running of business. ସ୍ମୁଥ୍ ଫଙ୍କସନିଂ ବା ସ୍ମୁଥ୍ ଫଙ୍କସନିଂ ରନିଂ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ବିଜନେସ୍ର ତ ଅର୍ଗାନାଇଜେସନ୍ ନିହାତି ଦରକାର. The entire business activities are to be formed as a unit. It depends upon the size and degree of the business operation. ତ ଡିପେଣ୍ଡ କରୁଛି କେତେ ସାଇଜ୍ର, କେତେ ବଡ଼ ଫାର୍ମ, କେତେ ବଡ଼ ବିଜନେସ୍, ଛୋଟିଆ ବିଜନେସ୍ ନା ବଡ଼ ବିଜନେସ୍, ଏ ଉପରେ ଡିପେଣ୍ଡ କରୁଛି. ତାପରେ ଆସ ଫାଇନାନ୍ସକୁ. ବିଜନେସ୍ କ୍ୟାନଟ୍ ରନ୍ ୱିଦାଉଟ୍ ଫାଇନାନ୍ସ. ବିନା ପଇସାରେ ଚାଲିପାରିବନି. ଦ ଫାଇନାନ୍ସ ଆର୍ ରିକ୍ୱାର୍ଡ ଟୁ ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡିଂ ଫିକ୍ସଡ ଆଣ୍ଡ ୱାର୍କିଂ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲ. ଫିକ୍ସଡ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲ, ୱାର୍କିଂ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲ କେତେ, ତ ଫାଇନାନ୍ସ ମ୍ୟାନେଜର ଦବ. ଦ ଆଭେଲେବିଲିଟି ଅଫ୍ ଅଦର ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର୍ସ ଅଫ୍ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ସନ also depend upon the availability of finance. ଯଦି ଅଧିକ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ସନ କରିବା, ଅଧିକ फाइनान्स दरकार हम. कंज्यूमर satisfaction. The ultimate aim of business is to supply goods and services to the customer. The businessman always try to satisfy the consumers. Okay. Business depends upon the kings of the customer for the products of final and final. Consumer satisfaction ultimate aim business is to supply goods and service to the consumer को खुशी रखिया होची business रो कर्तव्य try to satisfy all the consumers to maintain the demand of the product. The existence and expansion of business depends upon likings of consumers for the product of that business. Satisfying social need. Business try to satisfy social needs because it is a socio-economic institution. It is only the public who needs information. Business in the same way, business also needs public support. So a business must serve public purpose. हाँ नहीं तो बिजनेस पब्लिक पर्पज रे चलवा दरकार satisfy social needs act as well as science यह होची गोटे act as well as science business is an art because it requires personal skill and experience it is also a science because it is based on certain principle and laws ହେଲା ବୁଝି ପାରିଲ certain principle and law नेक्स्ट रे पढ़ा जिवो ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ बिजनेस नेक्स्ट ये रे क्लास रे पढ़ा जिवो पार्ट 3 रे ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ बिजनेस पढ़ा जिवो एट ओके आज पे एति की रहउची पिला माने आमे करबा रखुची एंड करबा।